The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
I need some real talk. Oh, I need some real talk. Give me some of that real talk.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate and having a good time with friends. Hey, Claudia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very well, and I'm very impressed by your fancy suits.
Oh, thank you. It's not green, though.
It's not. Did you come from
I kind of missed the opportunity to do green with you today again. I'm so
Exactly.
sorry. I apologize.
It should be. I know. It's time. It's almost a month now. So hopefully our first month anniversary, you come
With full green.
I'll challenge you. All green.
I now would have been the opportunity to dress like a leprechaun and just come in here.
I know you missed it.
Did you have a good St. Patty's Day weekend?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Real estate wise, yes, it was awesome.
Okay, so you weren't plagued by the lawsuit, that settlement that came out. You're still.
I don't even know what
you didn't even need to focus on that
No.
because you were so busy.
Yes, with buyers, by the way. So,
Oh,
yes.
look at you.
I didn't have a chance to kind of really think about it, even though I think that even if I did have the time, we are in the early stages, and I think a lot will change.
Sure.
So I'm here.
I don't even think the
watch it.
rules are like really set yet, right? Like I
No,
don't even think
not
there's.
at all. I mean,
Doesn't apply to everybody. There's like it's not all. It's not all the lawsuits into one or anything like that.
there's more than one. I'm
Well,
kidding.
there's
I'm
several
kidding.
going
I know
around.
there are many. I think even this one, the most recent one, is not set in stone.
Somebody's got to sign something and do
Nobody's
something.
gonna sign
There
anything.
is I mean, there's room. There's plenty of time for something to happen. I think still. Not to say that there is. That I think that happened previously. The DOJ. There was like a.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's
Anyway,
so much going on.
There's so
yes.
much, but the point is, you bring up interesting concept. It didn't affect you at all because you're so relational based in your transactions. So you just didn't care, didn't even flinch.
It's not that I care. I actually care a lot about it because I think if everything turns out to be what in theory is going to happen, which is basically, this is my view, kind of trying to eliminate the buyer's agents. It affects me a lot because I think buyer agents are extremely important in the negotiation. I think buyers need that kind of protection. So it does affect me because I feel it's unfair to the buyers not to have someone taking the chance of not having someone protecting them, depending on how the rules and everything else happens.
So was the offer we were talking about that you made this weekend?
Yes.
What was the list price
Offers.
what was the list price on the one that
Which one?
the one that
The one
that
I
you
didn't
were-
get?
Yeah, the one you didn't get.
1.2 something.
It was
million.
listed at 1.2 million.
Million, yes.
And your buyer submitted an offer, and you guys there was multiple.
Multiple offers at 1.2
1.2
something.
million.
Yes, multiple offers. We did offer above ask, very strong due diligence fee. And I always say for every client, when they ask me, especially people who are new to North Carolina and are not used to due diligence fee, they don't quite get the concept of it. Not this kid. These clients are repeat clients. But anyway, I always say it's case by case. And this house was pretty new, pretty awesome. So we had to go strong, but I felt very confident. And this is a conversation I have with each client for each specific house. They could go strong, and we didn't get it because there was someone, who knows. Of course, the agent is never going to share the winning offer. She just said there was one we couldn't say no to, which I think is possibly a cash offer.
Whoa! Don't be doing that now. Don't be out here telling people how you help them on these streets and real estate right now. Don't be doing that.
Yeah.
So beyond the lawsuit, to the future, people still have to sell their house.
Yes.
And they still need great staging tips inside their house, which is something you absolutely love. Did you go with any St. Patty's Day decor for any of your listings over the weekend just for fun or anything?
I did think about I have a new listing in Davidson, and I did think about having some kind of St. Patrick's open house thing.
Themed?
And this was Friday when I thought I had some time, and I thought I could have an open house, and then Friday by lunchtime, 3 buyers, boom, 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 and then I worked nonstop all weekend.
Would you have done like leprechaun cookies with like homemade icing? Like, can you bake to that? Do you like baking and cooking and all that? Do you go to that level ever or no? No, not at all. You would have picked them up like from like a local bakery or something like
for
that.
Sure, 100%.
Okay, nothing wrong
I
with
wouldn't do that to people. No,
No,
no.
it could be cool. You could draw like little pictures.
I'm not. Yeah, no. Even worse. I'm not artistic.
Yeah.
Not, and I love that about human beings, that each person has their talents. Mine is not in the kitchen and not in the arts. My art is negotiating and helping people.
That's kind of disappointing. I just haven't been to an open house in so long, so I visualize like a broker like leading songs and chants and singing "Kumbaya" with people like in the house. Like that's what they're like right now. Am I off base on that? That's not what.
I don't think most agents do anything different than things that have been done forever.
Well,
I do.
You do things differently,
of course.
Hey, do you want to look at some market data?
Of course.
Okay, last week, remember my metric?
Yes.
Coming soon and active, 500,000 or less per county. So I think it was what 918, 919, something like that. We went over 1,000 now.
Yay.
1,036 matches.
Okay, that's good.
Active listings in the Canopy MLS, coming soon, active 500,000 or less. Mecklenburg County, 1,036.
Mecklenburg County.
Yeah, a county with a population of 1.1 million.
Okay.
1,036 matches.
Which is nothing.
It's a drop in the bucket.
It's crazy.
These have probably been sitting for a while too. It's probably like new construction planned for 2027 out of Concord because they don't have water taps.
I was gonna say new construction under 5.
Where are you finding that at right now? I know that's what everybody wants. Where are you getting it though?
I don't think I really.
Troutman's got anything.
Yeah, but then it's on Mecklenburg. I don't think you can
that's
find
true.
unless it's a
County.
townhouse, even townhomes. There is a new neighborhood that I know, townhomes of Poplar Tent.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, Huntersville, going towards Concord, and it's townhouses, or 150 plus.
You want to know what it is in Iredell County? Again, active, coming soon, 500,000 or less. Iredell County.
Number of houses, 650.
439. That's got to hurt. How many months of it? Is that negative months of inventory?
I think
technically
last week I checked, it was 1.5, 1.6. I swear.
It's not even 1.5 because people can't even buy. Are buyers still chomping at the bit on the sideline? Do you spend time daily, weekly, monthly with people actively looking for something that's waiting on it to pop on the market?
Yes. Every day.
Daily.
All the time. Daily. Yes, every day. But again, I am talking to clients, and let's go back to the need of a buyer agent that knows what they're doing, not just a buyer agent. A buyer, me. Because I am talking to clients about pricing, about interest rates, about competition, about getting a house before interest rates come down. And I do believe a tsunami of buyers will hit the market. So every day I am talking to people. Like last night, I told you I was exhausted, but a client of mine had a question about locking the rate, and I had to.
What time was that at last night? What
9
time?
o'clock.
9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Buyer wants to lock in a rate.
Yeah.
Call Claudia.
Yes. So I was with him like half an hour. Yes.
You live that. See, and you have a spouse that's married to the broker life,
Yes.
and
Keep it right here. Today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis will return after this short break on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, scattered clouds this evening will give way to a mostly clear sky overnight, and temperatures getting cold too. Freeze warnings in effect around the lake tonight, meaning if you planted things, you might want to cover them up or bring them inside just to protect them. Temperatures go down to around freezing, a couple of spots below freezing tonight. Our Tuesday, first day of spring, by the way, will be a cooler one. We'll have plenty of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 50s, and warming back up as we go throughout the rest of the week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Summer camps are just around the corner. Check out some of the camps happening at Kane Center for the Arts. Pottery for teens, paint, Broadway through the ages, and many more. Kane Center for the Arts is offering week-long camps starting June 10th through August 9th. For more info and to register for any of the summer camps, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Rocky Lynn is playing in Statesville this weekend. Come out to Twisted Oak in downtown Statesville this Saturday night. Show starts at 7:30, but doors open at 6:15. Come out this Saturday night to Twisted Oak in downtown Statesville. Have some great dinner and enjoy a wonderful show. Rocky Lynn, Saturday night, Twisted Oak, downtown Statesville. Saturday, March 30th, come enjoy Birkdale's first ever Easter egg hunt. Collect 10 eggs and then trade them in for special treats. The event is open to the public. No registration is required. There will be 2 hunts, so all our little friends can have some fun. Egg hunt for ages 3 and under starts at 9 a.m. For ages 3 to 7, the hunt will start at 10 a.m. Saturday, March 30th, Birkdale's first ever Easter egg hunt. Merle Fest is back, April 25th through the 28th at Wilkes Community College. Featuring nearly 100 performers, including Old Crow Medicine Show, Sam Bush, Turnpike Troubadours, the Teskey Brothers, Nickel Creek, and more. Tickets and information at merlefest.org. Listen each morning to Good Morning LKN for your chance to win tickets. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
It's today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Today's Real Talk, 3:18 on this Monday afternoon. I just made it across the hallway real quick. Hold on, let me catch my breath. I made it because I had to grab this list because I was like, wait a second, you know, there's all these lawsuits, there's all this stuff going on. I said, no, Claudia's actually out in the marketplace representing buyers and sellers, so we have to talk about these things. Staging, what is going on with your listing? And what was the last cool artsy bring in the buyer listing thing you've done at one of your listings for decor?
Oh, my newest listing in Davidson, it's a townhouse, and it had tenants for many. Oh, talk about it. Something else about this
talk
one.
About tenants. Oh,
well, not really neighbors, but
let's not do that.
10 years. Okay, I'm joking. Almost 10 years with tenants, and nothing updated, nothing done. I wouldn't say they destroyed the house, but they didn't really take care of it necessarily. I mean, it's fine. It was just very dated, very dark, and I talked to my sellers and I'm like, give me some money and I'll work and I did, and they were blown away. And now I have more clients. I was talking to some of them this morning. They're like, would you help me? Not even, they don't want to sell. They just want me to help with ideas. And did I tell you that my dream is to add GC in my curriculum?
Have you told me that before?
I think
oh my
maybe.
goodness.
I want to be a GC.
You want to take on just some liability right there. What'd you want to do that for? Just to be able to knock down walls while you're in there too for people?
Yes, because I feel that I could help my clients more if I'm a GC.
Oh my gosh. You'd be picking up a hammer yourself, wouldn't you?
Oh.
That's the best part.
100%. But sometimes not
this is grandma's dresser? Whack!
No,
yes.
Not all clients need that, but some do like to save money. They want to do something to the house, and having a GC do it costs, of course, a lot more.
Sure.
So if I had the license, I could help them without, and I know it sounds crazy, but without charging more for that. So I could help them manage.
Okay, all right. Let's let you get one or two under your belt before you go say never charge more. Because come on, at some point,
it depends on what happens to the real estate agents. I might need to.
They'll all become GCs now. Is that what's going to happen? We're going to flood the market with GCs.
No, but
and bring down labor?
If they don't allow me to do my job, and I have to do something else, I will likely become a GC. No, then I have to charge, of course.
The job will remain. All right, new construction. What's the word on the street with new construction right now?
It's the same thing. It's still depending on the area, depending on the neighborhood, depending on the county. Amazing incentives, tons of like closing costs. If they have ready inventory, you can get like 4.99 interest rates or 5.5 interest rate by the builder, 30-year low interest rates.
Fixed rate.
If they have inventory ready to go. But also, depending on the hot areas, you still have multiple offers, highest and best, craziness, wait lists, and that kind of.
I remember at one point hearing there were, when a new neighborhood was becoming available, a new phase, it was like a wait list and a lottery for lots is
still
what
going
it
on.
became.
In some areas, it's still going on.
Hottest
and
area
by
right
the
now, in your
way,
opinion. Hottest area.
I wouldn't say necessarily most of Mecklenburg, but Iredell, Cabarrus, yes.
Sorry, and you said, by the way, I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
If we're talking about, changes in the market, I think, and I love new construction again, but I think there's something should be done about builders, and I'm talking about all of them, even the ones I love. Builders' signs in front of the in front of the subdivision and their websites, because they lie.
Of the inventory. You're talking about inventory.
And even price.
Yeah.
I had clients that were ready to put an offer on a house. And actually we did, and we are under contract. But before signing the documents, they just called me and said, hey, we just drove by this amazing neighborhood in Harrisburg, and it's only 600. So maybe we should give it a try. I'm like, And they said, and we checked online, and it is 600. So I said, okay, let me call and check. And of course, it was 800 plus.
Woo!
Why? Because she said, it was when we first released 2 years ago.
It was our initial launch.
So they
to the
never
community.
updated the
Limited
sign.
inventory.
Yeah. So the sign in front of the neighborhood never changed. And I'm like, okay, what about the website? It's like 2 minutes and you can do it. Oh, yeah, we are having trouble. Your marketing team is having trouble updating. Right. And this is every single builder says the same thing, that the marketing team is having trouble updating.
Sure. The marketing team can't keep up with the market.
Sure.
It's going so fast.
That they don't have 2 years. They never had a chance to do it.
2 years?
Yes.
No.
So this is a change, because I hate it. People get excited. They see a sign. They're like, oh, 400,000. And I'm like, I hope so, but I'm pretty sure it's a lie. And 9 out of 10 is a lie. I'm like, 400 was probably when you still had the woods, nothing cleared, nothing. And if you see houses, it's way more. And in this case, about 200,000 more.
I wonder if apartments are like that too right now. Like how they put online, like the available inventory, the monthly price and all that.
Oh, very likely. They vary, and they're not the same.
Can't be, because the inventory.
And this is one of the reasons you need an agent.
Just one. Is that enough? Is that
all they need?
Yeah.
And I do, I do work a lot.
Oh, I know you do.
Behind the scenes.
You didn't go out and party for St. Patty's Day weekend?
I had lunch with my husband, and I had ice cream with my daughter in the afternoon. That was my St.
And then you got to
Patrick's.
work? That's a pretty good day, right?
I was working in the morning. Actually, I made my client, I made my husband drive me, and I had my computer.
No, he's your client too. I get it. I understand.
Well, yeah, he buys houses and sells. He was driving because I wanted to test. So I brought my computer, and I was working as he was driving to see, if one day I can have someone. Because there are days I'm driving 5 hours.
So you were having him test as your chauffeur? Is that what you're just?
Yes.
That's what you just said.
Not necessarily him, but someone, because there are days that it's Lancaster, Steel Creek, Mooresville, Harrisburg, and I spent 5 hours driving that I could be working. So sometimes I think those days I should have someone wanting to make some extra money.
Be expensive Uber.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, because then it's not worth it. But someone who wants to make some extra, give me a call if you're.
Wow, you're wild.
Because then I can.
But the market's that busy right now for you.
I've been working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yes.
How about like a favorite part of the transaction right now for you?
The closing day.
Oh, that was a layup. I didn't even think about that. What a layup.
Easy. It's like you're giving me the easiest.
Sheesh. All right.
But honestly, closing day is pretty amazing, especially for buyers. I love that moment. And it's not because of the check or anything, commission. It's seeing people it's pretty amazing.
Do they ever say, "All right, I'm ready to get out of here"?
No, never. Mm-mm.
Don't cry.
See, I hate it.
Because you love seeing people get the dream.
It's the dream, yes. Oh, I want to cry. I can't believe it's tough.
What do you want me to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Put the camera on you
Put
and
it
let
on
me.
Okay, let her air out for a moment.
Yes.
I'll tell the staging tips now.
Yes, let's talk about something else. Staging.
First off,
let's do it. Yes.
Beanbag, middle of the living room. That's what you start with. Perfect centerpiece for a living room. What do you think? Your thoughts?
I think remove extra stuff. Please take away, throw away, get rid of valances. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. It immediately dates and darkens a house. You know the valance on top of the window?
Like curtains.
Yeah, the thing on top of the curtain.
The curtain to the curtain.
The curtain to the curtain, yes.
Yeah, the curtain to the blinds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of, the
decorative arch.
Oh, please. It immediately gives your house a 30-year-old look.
I have a second idea. This is my other tip for people wanting to show houses. You know how you probably make them have clean countertops and
Always,
all that?
Of course.
I say leave the plastic silverware and plates out with a little dish, extra something, entice them. What do you think?
Entice them to throw them away? Or?
Something. I don't know, like a fruit tart cake, something like that.
Actually, the house we put an offer on and got it had some napkins, cookies, and we didn't touch it, but they were there.
Why did you touch it? You didn't do it. I'd pick it up, walk up. This one seems right.
I'm on a Memorial Day diet.
Oh, what does that include?
Not touching the cookie.
That's the worst part about it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something to work on. Was the decor because that was a buyer?
Yes.
The decor did it matter? What did you?
This house was beautiful.
Immaculate.
Yes. Oh, and I love because I see myself. I love seeing people that are clearly control freaks because everything is organized, and I see myself, and I'm like,
welcome to the club.
Yes, I get you. And this house was super cool, even though not necessarily, but I thought, and I might make a sexist comment right now, but please don't come after me. But the garage had a brewery and a kegerator.
Super sexist thing to have.
I know girls can make beer too, but in general, it's a guy thing.
Can't believe it.
And
somebody write a report on them. Gosh.
I'm old,
No.
A beer.
No, it's
but
only
a kegerator, a brewery, a brewer. I don't know. It was pretty cool. And then upstairs, maybe it was a she shed, but there were sports shirts.
Here's my third suggestion real quick before we go to break.
Okay.
Laundry, dishwasher, have it running during the showings. So you can really get a good feel for what the house on a regular, actual, normal day is like.
Fine.
Listen how quiet that dishwasher is. Ooh.
Never thought of it.
You smell them dry sheet, them fragrant sheets coming out of that dryer? My goodness.
We'll be back with more of today's Real Talk, hosted by Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis, in just a moment on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, scattered clouds this evening will give way to a mostly clear sky overnight, and temperatures getting cold, too. Freeze warnings in effect around the lake tonight, meaning if you planted things, you might want to cover them up or bring them inside just to protect them. Temperatures go down to around freezing, a couple of spots below freezing tonight. Our Tuesday, first day of spring, by the way, will be a cooler one. We'll have plenty of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 50s, and warming back up as we go throughout the rest of the week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up?
I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align Bloating Relief plus food digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus food digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Get $5 off at alignprobiotics.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Prioritizing your health is one of the best ways to take care of yourself. From routine visits to the joys of pregnancy to the illnesses that stop you in your tracks, Iredell Health System will be by your side. Learn more at iredellhealth.org.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Inflation is cooling off, but not at the grocery store. A retailer data group, FMI, says prices at the grocery store are up 25% since the pandemic started, way more than the inflation rate, and just about everything else but housing. Apple now in talks to put Google's Gemini generative artificial intelligence engine right into new iPhones. That's got shares of Google's owner, Alphabet, up almost 5%, adding to gains in the tech sector, which is giving the overall markets a boost today. Right now, that's got the Dow up 0.4%, the NASDAQ more than 1% higher, and the S&P is up nearly 1%. Encyclopedia Britannica, which also publishes the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, wants to begin selling stock to the public, looking to be valued at over $1 billion. And the fabrics and craft chain Joann's Stores has filed for bankruptcy protection, but says stores and its website will remain open as it transitions to a privately run company. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Today's Real Talk continues now. Here are your hosts, Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Trying to do like a little bass slap on that. That's what that came through right there. Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis hanging out with you. We were just talking about wonderful tips, so I gave 3. I gave 3 before the break. We left off with turn the dishwasher and like the washing machine, all of those appliances, make sure they're running during the showings.
But it is important to realize that washer and dryer are personal property. They don't convey necessarily. So part of negotiation, dishwasher, yes, it's part of what you're doing. And I do test the microwave sometimes.
Okay, see, I was kidding, but you actually test these things? You test the microwave too? You go that level?
If I see that my clients really want it and the microwave looks a little suspicious, yes. I put a business card, 2 seconds, 10 seconds, and if it's... Yeah.
You put a business card inside that thing?
You just need to put something that will react to the waves. So I'm not going to get people's glasses and water, so I just put a business card and...
Nah, this house isn't it. Look at this card. It didn't even move at all. Yeah. It's not soft.
One of the houses I showed on Saturday, I think, the handle of the microwave had duct tape all over it.
Yeah.
I mean, my clients didn't like the house, but this is one of the microwaves I would test.
Have you ever seen like a Twitter account, like the Wild Zillow MLS pictures, like where they just find random ones from the country?
I follow that, but I also do locally our,
really?
My thing. Yeah, it's like, yes, it's on MLS. And people love it. They say, "Oh, I love when you
That's
put
amazing.
Yes, it's on MLS," because
you do that on Instagram?
I do it.
Oh, on your stories, or what do you do? Oh, okay.
I'm not very good at the feed. I have to get better at remembering to post on my feed, but stories I'm pretty good, and I know that people love my yes, it's on MLS. So whenever I see something, and not as crazy as the Zillow one necessarily, but things that I just don't forgive that a listing agent allows that kind of picture. It doesn't matter. Have the conversation with your seller, and pre-listing or before you come and bring your photographer, hopefully you're using a professional photographer,
Maybe.
This is something
Questionable. My
else.
iPhone can do a lot of things now. I upgraded from my iPhone 7, It's like an iPhone, I think 13 now. I think 15 is the
Wow.
newest, but I don't have
Yes,
the newest.
I think I have the 13, but hopefully you're not using your
You'd be
iPhone.
surprised. You'd be surprised.
No, that's why I have yes, it's on MLS. So I post and people have fun with it. But for me, it's like, and that's why one of my, not hashtags, but it's the right agent matters. Because if I'm the agent, I do have the conversation. Let's say we're going to take pictures on Monday. Please help me help you. And I send a cleaning crew on me.
You send a cleaning crew?
Yes. So
you are something else.
picture day, my cleaning crew comes in the morning. They actually help me with the towels and the bed, the comforter to stage them. And I do tell my clients, please make sure counters are as clear as possible. Do your
Don't listen
part.
to Justin. Put away the fruit tart.
Yes, please. And but let's say it doesn't happen because I think my clients are afraid of me. But let's say one day I come and the kitchen counter is messy because I come cleaning. My cleaning crew comes. I come kind of at the end of, because I don't want to be walking around them. If I see something I don't like, they usually take care of it as well. But if I see something that I don't want to see in the pictures, I take care of it. The right agent matters. Like you have to sell. This is the first thing. People will look at your listing online. And the whole idea is to give the idea of like, come and get me.
I have another tip. During the showing, let me know what you think
God.
about this. How do you think this would go? You're repping the buyer. The instructions, because you schedule the appointment.
Yes.
And then you get instructions as the broker for when you're walking the buyers through. It tells you to go through the garage rather than the front door. What do you think? You think that's a pretty cool move? It's like just like kind of like a head trick, mess with them, like come through the garage instead of the front door.
It's a big mistake. So fire this listing agent now. Yeah, come through especially because when people start getting ready, well, number one, many people have messy garages.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, even if they don't have messy garages, as they prepare to list, they start throwing everything in the garage. So the garage is actually the last thing I want to look at.
Mm.
So no, don't come through the garage because people will walk away and not put an offer on the house. So no, horrible idea. You would not be a good listing agent.
Well, I just figured I'd bring back the former glory that was and just try to mess with it. Or come through the side door. No, walk around through the grass path to the back.
But I did, this is okay depending on the case. And it happens sometimes. Side door,
I'm trying to
back
draw
door.
you to look at the backyard. I want you to notice the backyard first.
Yes.
I'm an over-controlling seller.
If it works, like a lake house, sure. Start with the pool and the lake, and then you see the rest. Especially for older, dated houses, maybe it's a good idea to say, like, look at this view, look at this pool. Now we go get disappointed.
One of the concepts I think that it has come around for a little bit, and I think we'll see it pretty heavily in the near future. And you can tell if you go around the lake or in general, tearing down old units and rebuilding new.
Mm-hmm.
Are you finding there's a kind of market for that right now, or
big time? Especially, I would say, especially around Uptown Charlotte. If people have the vision and the time, I actually think it's a genius move. Buy those houses, hold on to them, get some money, rent or whatever. I know many people who think about investing, and this might be controversial, but this is how I see it. Many people that are thinking, and even like regular investors, but regular people that want to invest and hear and watch too many YouTube people.
Sure. I know a few.
They are too set in cash flow, which is great, fine. But I see something way beyond that, which is even if you are not breaking even, but you're not spending much, but the area and the house has tons of potential to become, let's say, a tear down in the future.
You're riding that equity wave is what you're doing.
Oh,
you're riding the equity wave.
This is how I see it. Grab that ugly house and just wait.
Yeah. It's hard to see the demand
I think
going away.
What I see, and I have investor clients that look for cash flow. I do have investor clients that just wait patiently and they don't care
Mm.
because they know and I think the people that are not in a hurry are the ones that will make way more money than the ones set in cash flow right now.
Well, the numbers most of the time aren't penciling out, to be honest with you. Like, especially new construction on some of these, it makes you wonder, how can the builders do some of these things? But I don't know, maybe because of the fact that it was 2 years ago. In reality, what's coming vertical right now is like 2 years in the making, so they're a little bit closer to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was? But it's tough. Like, and I don't think that goes away. You think interest rates go down next month?
Not next month. I think it will be probably at the end of the year next year after election.
Oh, you think after the election?
And I'm not going to go.
No, we don't have.
I'm not going to go there, but I do think that they are right now like artificially being held up. They shouldn't be that high, in my opinion, and I think they're doing it on purpose.
You think that they should let just go gangbusters, bring rates down, and just keep people going?
Yeah. But I do think after election, whoever wins, I think they're going to come down. Or maybe just before election.
Maybe.
People have short memory. They might be excited to see it coming down.
Do you find, though, that like what is it, 25 bips? I don't even know. I'm not good at the financial talk. 250 bips? That's 2.5%?
I guess.
Something like that. 25 bips? Somewhere in there. Let's say a quarter point.
Okay.
It moves a quarter point. Are you finding the market getting excited over that?
Yes,
or is it
100%.
Really? Like that?
Right
that
now,
much?
yes.
A quarter point go! Like,
yes,
it's like you have like
so.
waves of like people unleashing willing at that point.
I got the client that called me last night. And this is something else that should be a stricter rule instead of bugging agents that do what they love. And, it's.
There was a twinge of something in your eye at that moment.
Yes.
That was
because
Hulk, like the green just kind of came out of your eye a little bit. I was like, whoa.
But he's shopping around. So he had it's also new construction. So he got the builder's loan estimate, and then he started shopping around. And one specific company gave him, instead of, I think he got 7.375, 6.5, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to go with them." I'm like, and I know and I'm not a financial person. I'm not, like, full disclosure. This is not what I do.
That was a good way to do disclosure, right? That was
okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let me see the loan estimate, and the 6.5% was charging him $20,000 to lower. So I'm like, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
So you're not getting 6.5%. You're paying $20,000 more. And then I did some calculations, even though I'm not.
You're not.
I am not.
Not financial advice.
No, I'm not a financial advisor. It would take him 5 years to break even. And I'm like, there's a 90% chance you're going to refinance way sooner. So you're going to be wasting money. They're trying to trick you into thinking this is an amazing deal because you're looking at 7.375 versus 6.5, but you're paying for it and you're going to lose the money because you will likely refi way before you even break even.
So 6.5 doesn't get done. What number would get done? 5.5, 5%? Like, what if the rate was to buy down to 5.5? You think that's a thinking?
I love buy down.
Thinking?
The one buy down, the 2-1 buy down.
Yeah.
I think it works for many people right now, but not buying down for 30 years at all.
At some point, do you think we ever get back to, with a stable economy, 3% or
No,
anything?
never again.
It's gone
Never
forever.
again. Never again.
Not in my generation.
Not in my generation. I'm not going to be alive if it happens.
Don't say that. You're gonna live forever.
Will I?
Keep it right here. Today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis will return after this short break on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, scattered clouds this evening will give way to a mostly clear sky overnight, and temperatures getting cold, too. Freeze warnings in effect around the lake tonight, meaning if you planted things, you might want to cover them up or bring them inside just to protect them. Temperatures go down to around freezing, a couple of spots below freezing tonight. Our Tuesday, first day of spring, by the way, will be a cooler one. We'll have plenty of sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 50s, and warming back up as we go throughout the rest of the week. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Summer camps are just around the corner. Check out some of the camps happening at Kane Center for the Arts. Pottery for teens, paint, Broadway through the ages, and many more. Kane Center for the Arts is offering week-long camps starting June 10th through August 9th. For more info and to register for any of the summer camps, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. Rocky Lynn is playing in Statesville this weekend. Come out to Twisted Oak in downtown Statesville this Saturday night. Show starts at 7:30, but doors open at 6:15. Come out this Saturday night to Twisted Oak in downtown Statesville. Have some great dinner and enjoy a wonderful show. Rocky Lynn, Saturday night, Twisted Oak, downtown Statesville. Saturday, March 30th, come enjoy Burkdale's first ever Easter egg hunt. Collect 10 eggs and then trade them in for special treats. The event is open to the public. No registration is required. There will be 2 hunts, so all our little friends can have some fun. Egg hunt for ages 3 and under starts at 9 a.m. For ages 3 to 7, the hunt will start at 10 a.m. Saturday, March 30th, Burkdale's first ever Easter egg hunt. Merlefest is back, April 25th through the 28th at Wilkes Community College. Featuring nearly 100 performers, including Old Crow Medicine Show, Sam Bush, Turnpike Troubadours, the Teskey Brothers, Nickel Creek, and more. Tickets and information at merlefest.org. Listen each morning to Good Morning LKN for your chance to win tickets. Have an event you would like to tell people about? Yard sales, estate sales, and everything in between? Visit WSICnews.com and click on events to submit your event today.
We're back with more of today's Real Talk with Claudia Ogrizek and Justin Ckezepis on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. When's the most exciting showing you've done in recent days, Claudia?
Most exciting.
Yeah, like something that just was different. You walked in, and we talked about the cookies already on the countertop, but something you walked in and it was maybe just like I didn't have that on my bingo card today.
Let me think about it. I mean, while I think, I'm gonna talk about the one that had at 1.2 that had multiple offers. That house was amazing. Like
just to the nines, everything.
Everything. The only thing that was kind of...
Was it on the water?
No. Uptown. Oh. I mean, kind of between, let's say, Uptown and Myers Park.
Okay.
Ish. Gorgeous home. Beautifully decorated, and it wasn't staged, so they have amazing taste. It was the kind of house which doesn't happen often that I get blown away by. It was beautiful. The only thing, and I'm not the kind of like, oh, the primary bathroom has to be a spot. I never stop, so I never spend time anywhere.
Yeah.
Besides my office. I'm not the kind of like, oh, let me take a bath and don't, and just sit here and wait, because that's not who I am. But I'm not going to lie, for that house, the primary bathroom was small, but it was like amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. Everything was.
People are used to that though in the city, aren't they? There's like tiny bedrooms. Is the bedroom?
No, but this
small?
is a new construction. It was built, I think, in 2021.
Yeah, but they're
so
like
I was
sticking
in
them
shock.
up everywhere.
I was in shock because it's a custom built home. Everything is large, but the bathroom.
Interesting. Just the bathroom.
Just the bathroom. Everything else was.
Was that a deal breaker?
No, we try to get it.
Still even willing to compromise on the size of the bathroom now at this point.
We would. I mean, they would. We would. I'm part of it.
So you're part of it.
I'm part of it. Yeah, we put an offer, but it was 1.2, multiple offers, and we offered above ask, super high due diligence fee, and my clients didn't get it.
But are they still on the hunt though?
They are not in a hurry. They are they don't need to sell. They love the area where they live. They live in Uptown. So
has it been a long journey with them already so far in the market? Like you've been trying multiple houses, multiple. No, this was
they
early.
know what they want.
Okay.
So they're
in it.
They're
for the
not
long
gonna.
haul.
Yes, they're not gonna go see a bunch of houses if they don't think it has the potential to be the one.
Do they rent currently, or
They own.
They own in the market already here or somewhere else?
Here, they live here,
and they're looking to move in market.
just to
Change that.
upsize.
Sure.
But yeah, they don't. It's super, and I have so many clients that are like this. I'm very thankful. They don't want to bug me. So because they are very specific, and whenever they see something that is like, that has an open house, they go to the open house, not to bug me, because again, they only want to see the house that they feel this is it.
Sure.
So this was one of them.
So they're one of those coming, because it's buyers agents typically that are doing open houses, right? It's not the listing agent that has the listing, maybe the same firm, but even then it's not even necessarily the same firm. There's an agent that's a buyer's agent there. As buyers come through and look at the listing, they're trying to get that business in theory.
Oh, really? I had no idea. Yes, it doesn't
But
matter.
you do
They are
your
very,
own listings.
I
so-
do, because I'm a control freak. So I feel I know more about the house than any other agent would. So why not sell my house? And yes, of course, you have people that have their agents, and I'm more than okay. And of course, I'm happy when I meet unrepresented buyers, even though I don't do dual agency, but at least I can refer them. And if they don't like this house, I show them.
Got you another one.
They're
Down the street.
not gonna love my listing necessarily, so I'm there to help them find something that would work. I love open house. I love hosting open houses. It's my thing.
How do you stay so up to date on new construction neighborhoods? Because you do a pretty good job compared to most as far as for knowing what neighborhoods exist where. Do you have like a regimen, like you jog a neighborhood a day or something like that? What do you do for that? Is that what you do?
Well, it's just because I drive around and I'm the crazy one, because I see something. Even when I see that they're clearing a lot, I take a picture of the Waze to know the exact location. So I immediately screenshot my Waze, and then I come home and I'm like, what's going on? So
investigating.
I'm ahead. Yes.
I will be at the next town board meeting. Is that what you do?
Kind of, yeah. So if I see a tractor, I'm like, what is that? And I find out, and I'm on the lookout.
What area has you excited for new construction, let's say over the next 12 months?
I think
you can do municipality.
Actually, I think Charlotte.
Enough inventory coming online right now, you think?
It's multiple offer, wait list.
It's just the only inventory, is that?
But this is an area, it's called Vineyards at the Lake. If you want to, just give me a call. And it's kind of west of the airport. And they're beautiful houses. They are by Lake Wiley, so they're not on the lake, but they're pretty close to marinas and everything on Lake Wiley. Easy access to Uptown, super easy access to the airport. And I cannot memorize, but I think it's the Rock River District. Have you heard of it?
Sure.
Which is
going to be... You know more than I do. So.
Yeah, so it's going to be, I think, maybe 10 minutes away from the neighborhood. And if you, listener, doesn't know what I'm talking about, they call the New Ballantine. So it's going to be super size Birkdale / real size Ballantine, not far from the airport. And so this is a pretty, I would say, watch that area, go after that area.
Adjacent to that is what, like close to Belmont, kind of Gaston County, and then south of that Steel Creek. And
I love Belmont.
Pretty popular area there right now.
So I'm telling my clients, if you go to that area. I'm selling. I'm not steering, but I'm advertising. Let's say.
Are you justifying this to me right now? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're trying to do? You also wanted to be,
because people don't know. Many people don't know about Belmont. For instance, they're like, "Oh, Belmont, are you sure?" I'm like, "Come take a look. Let's drive around. Let's look at some neighbor." And many people are in shock.
Was it you that was a flight attendant or wanted to be a flight, or your daughter?
Yes, me. I wanted to be one. My daughter, in theory, will be one.
Okay. Does that Does that change right now at all? You know, all the stuff going on with planes. Do you have any concern with the plane stuff?
Not at all.
You're going.
I think it's the safest way to move.
How many are a lot of your clients flying into North Carolina to check things out and see what's going on?
I would say, well, only if they are out of state flying to.
Yeah.
Yes, then yes.
Is that number of that, like, percentage wise? Like, are you seeing an uptick in the people from out of state again, or is it still trying to stay with local?
There are many. I am here for everyone.
50 states, all countries.
For me, what's happening a lot, it's California. And mainly, I'm not going to lie, of course, mainly because I have clients who moved from California, and now they refer me. So the Californians keep coming. West Virginia, New York. So these are my people, let's say.
Just coming here to North Carolina, invading North Carolina, the streets of North Carolina.
Because of the prices. And I know it hurts our local people because for these people, prices are ridiculous.
Sure,
it's low.
It's a joke.
And the taxes are awesome. So they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I can't afford a lake house. I have some 1031 clients that say, I'm selling this 3-bedroom, 1-bath house in San Francisco that it's 900 square feet and I can buy this 3,500 square feet house near the lake. It's nothing for them.
There was the fear for quite some time that the institutional capital was going to come in and buy up neighborhoods.
They're still doing it.
That's still happening.
It's still happening. But, and I hear people talking about it every time I have a listing, and this is every time. I don't think I have one single client, even my investor clients, regular people, investors, multiple offers. And when we go through the offers, I'm a spreadsheet person, so I put all the offers and I don't, especially because most of the times I do not know exactly who the buyers are. But of course, I can tell at least for what people and investors. And unless an investor offers way more, which is not the case because usually investors will lowball or offer maybe list price. Every time I present, and let's say an investor is close to 2 or 3 regular people, even if it's a little above, all my sellers choose people. So I think, and this is my experience, the thing of selling to institutions, to LLCs, and I feel like a lot has to do with the agent selling and not the seller choosing. Because I say, look, this is what we have. We have 20 offers, especially after COVID, 20 offers, and this is the final number you get. This is this, and people say, okay, they're pretty similar, but I choose like a person, a family, or whatever. I prefer not to sell to an LLC, even if an LLC, an investor is offering a little more. All my clients so far have chosen to go the real person buyer. So allowing institutions, I think it has to do a lot with the agents and how they explain the whole situation to the sellers. But they are there and they are buying a lot, which is crazy.
Are your sellers getting approached still? Like, is the whole getting letters in the mail?
I get approached.
Yeah.
Like my house, every week I get letters from agents and from investors trying to buy my house. So I think everybody gets those letters.
Do you think they ever go away?
I don't think they'll ever go away. No, because some people will do it. So why not keep trying?
All right. Favorite part of the market from the week, past 7 days. Favorite part.
Listings. When I am the listing agent, multiple offers are back.
There it is. Boom. Today's Real Talk, the show focused on North Carolina real estate. The market's not dead. You just need the right agent. Claudia Ogrizek of Ckezepis Real Estate joining me each week here on Today's Real Talk. Y'all have a good one.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9, 100.7. WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North Charlotte.